When your cat suddenly bites you, do you actually know what they're trying to say to you? Most people assume it means anger or aggression is happening, but that is often the exact opposite of what is really going on in your cat's mind. In many cases, a sudden bite is your cat's way of reacting to something much deeper than you realize. And if you miss the real reason behind it, you could make the problem much worse without even realizing what you're doing wrong. Let's start by understanding what that bite really means and why your cat does it. Number 1. When you pet them and they snap. Have you ever been petting your cat peacefully? Everything seems absolutely perfect between you two, and then out of nowhere they just turn around and bite you suddenly. It feels personal and confusing, like one second they loved what you were doing, and the very next second they punished you for doing it. But here's the thing you need to understand. Your cat didn't just snap out of nowhere. You simply missed the exact moment they asked you to stop petting them. Cats have what's called a sensory threshold for physical contact and touch, and every single cat's limit is completely different from another cat. What feels like a calm, relaxing petting session to you can slowly build into something overwhelming and overstimulating for them. Researchers at the University of Lincoln conducted studies and found that cats show very clear signs of overstimulation well before they ever actually bite you. But most of those warning signs are so subtle and small that the average cat owner reads them as contentment and happiness instead. Let me explain what these warning signs look like. A tail that starts twitching at the very tip, ears that flatten just slightly against their head, a body that tenses up under your hand even though they haven't moved away from you yet. These are absolutely not signs of a cat enjoying the moment with you. These are warnings that you need to stop. And when those clear warnings get completely ignored by the owner, the bite becomes their last resort to make you stop. The fix for this problem is actually simpler than you think it is. Pay very close attention during the first 3 minutes of petting. If their body shifts even slightly or shows any tension, stop petting immediately. Let them walk away from you on their own terms. You'll actually build much more trust with your cat by ending the petting session early than by pushing through it and ignoring their signals. And here's something that might surprise you about cat bites. Not every single bite means your cat wants space from you. There's actually one specific type of bite that means the exact opposite of wanting distance. And when you find out what it really says about how your cat feels about you, it might just completely change the way you see every bite they've ever given you in the past. I'll uncover that special type of bite at the end of this discussion. Number 2. They think your hand is a toy. Why does your cat attack your hand like it's prey when you were just trying to play with them and have fun? You wave your fingers around, they pounce on them, you laugh at how cute it is, and then one day the bite actually hurts you badly. But here's what nobody ever tells you about this situation. You didn't just play with your cat innocently, you actually trained them to hunt you and see your hand as prey. When cats are kittens, everything in their world is a game to them, and if your hand is the thing that moves, wiggles around, and reacts to their attacks, their brain locks onto it as a hunting target. It's not aggression at all, it's completely learned behavior that you taught them. A study published in the Journal of Veterinary Behavior found that cats who were regularly played with using hands instead of proper toys were significantly more likely to bite during non-play interactions as adults. You basically taught them that human skin is fair game to attack. And the worst part is how most people respond when this happens. They pull their hand away fast, which to a cat looks exactly like fleeing prey trying to escape, so the natural chase instinct kicks in even harder inside their brain. You're not correcting the behavior at all, you're actually making it more exciting for them to chase and bite. The shift in behavior is easy to accomplish, but it has to be completely consistent every single time. Stop using your hands entirely during playtime. Use a wand toy, a feather toy, or something else that puts distance between your skin and their teeth. If they go for your hand anyway during play, freeze completely still. Don't pull away, don't react at all. A target that doesn't move stops being interesting to hunt. Within just a few weeks, most cats completely rewire that hunting impulse in their brain. And hey, if this information is already changing the way you read your cat's behavior, hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. It helps us reach more cat owners who want to actually understand what their cat is telling them through their actions. Number 3. Something in their body hurts. What if your cat bit you not because they were annoyed or angry, but because they were actually in physical pain? This is the one reason that breaks most cat owners' hearts once they finally realize what's happening, because by the time they figure it out, they've usually been scolding and punishing a cat that was just trying to protect itself from pain. Cats are absolute masters at hiding discomfort and pain from everyone. It's not stubbornness or being difficult, it's pure survival instinct built into them. In the wild, showing pain or weakness makes you a target for predators. So your cat will eat normally, walk normally, and act every way normally until someone touches the specific spot that hurts them badly. And that's when the bite comes suddenly. Not because they're aggressive by nature, but because you just pressed on something they've been quietly dealing with all alone. Think about these painful conditions: arthritis in their joints, dental infections in their mouth, urinary issues causing discomfort, or even hidden injuries from a jump that landed wrong. These are medical things that won't always show up in your cat's daily behavior patterns, but the moment your hand finds that painful area, their reaction is immediate and sharp. A cat that has never bitten you once in their entire life will bite without hesitation if the pain is bad enough in that moment. Here's what to watch for carefully. If the biting behavior is brand new, if it only happens when you touch one specific area of their body, or if your cat suddenly flinches in spots they used to enjoy being scratched before, don't assume it's just attitude or mood. Book a vet visit as soon as possible. You might catch something early that would have gone unnoticed for many months otherwise. Because sometimes a single bite is the only warning they'll ever give you that something is medically wrong. Your cat can't tell you in words that they're hurting, so they tell you with their teeth instead. Don't ignore this important message.
Number 4, they're scared and you don't see it. Have you ever reached for your cat and they bit you so fast it didn't even feel like a conscious decision on their part? No warning signs, no build-up period, just pure, instant reaction. That wasn't aggression happening. That was fear taking over. And the difference between fear and aggression matters more than most people realize or understand. A scared cat doesn't think rationally. They react on pure instinct. Their brain flips into survival mode instantly, and in that moment, you're not their beloved owner anymore. You're a threat that needs to go away immediately. It doesn't matter that you were just trying to pick them up or move them off the counter. What matters is what their body told them in that split second. And their body said, "Danger is here." You'll usually see the physical signs right alongside the bite happening. A hunched back position, ears pinned completely flat against their head, hissing sounds, dilated eyes that look huge, and sometimes even fur standing on end all over their body. These aren't signs of a mean cat with a bad personality. These are signs of a cat that feels cornered and trapped. And when a cat feels cornered with no escape, biting is the fastest way to create distance between them and whatever scared them in the first place. Loud noises in the environment, sudden movements nearby, unfamiliar people in their space, or even a new piece of furniture placed in the wrong spot can trigger this fear response. A study published in the Journal of Applied Animal Behavior Science found that cats living in unpredictable environments showed significantly higher rates of fear-based biting even toward owners they'd bonded with for many years. The environment directly affects their stress levels. The absolute worst thing you can do in this moment is chase them, corner them further, or try to comfort them by picking them up against their will. Give them a clear escape route. Let them hide somewhere safe. Once they feel safe again in their hiding spot, they'll come back out on their own terms when ready. Fear bites aren't personal attacks against you. They're proof your cat is overwhelmed emotionally, not angry at you. Understanding this difference changes everything about how you should respond. Number 5, it's actually a love bite in disguise. Remember at the very beginning when I said there's one type of bite that means the exact opposite of everything we've talked about so far? This is that one special type, and once you fully understand it, you'll never look at your cat the same way again. Some bites aren't warnings at all. They're not about pain, they're not about fear, they're not about frustration or overstimulation. They're pure affection being expressed. Your cat is literally saying, "I love you," with their teeth. And if you've ever been sitting there relaxing, your cat purring loudly in your lap, gently nibbling on your finger, and you didn't know what to make of it, now you finally do. These are called love bites, and animal behaviorists believe they come from early kittenhood experiences. When kittens groom each other in the litter, they use gentle nips as part of the bonding process. It's how they show trust and closeness within their social group. So when your adult cat does it to you, they're not treating you like a human. They're treating you like family in their world. You can tell a love bite apart from every other bite on this list by how it actually feels. It's soft and gentle. There's no tension in their body at all. Their ears are relaxed. Their eyes might even be half closed in contentment. They're not trying to escape from you or send a warning. They're settling in comfortably. It's the most vulnerable version of your cat you'll ever see. The biggest mistake you can make with a love bite is overreacting to it. If you pull away suddenly, yelp in surprise, or scold them for doing it, you're rejecting the closest thing your cat knows to saying, "You're my person." So next time it happens, just let it be. Stay still, keep your breathing calm and steady, and know that in that quiet little moment, your cat chose you as their special person. Understanding the deeper communication. So, what have we learned about why cats bite? We've discovered that biting is actually a complex form of communication that most people completely misunderstand. It's not just random aggression or bad behavior. Each type of bite has a specific meaning behind it. The overstimulation bite tells you that your cat has reached their limit for physical touch. The play bite tells you that they've learned to see your hands as toys. The pine bite tells you something is medically wrong. The fear bite tells you they feel threatened and unsafe. And the love bite tells you that you're part of their family. Understanding these differences is crucial for building a better relationship with your cat. When you can read the signs correctly, you stop punishing your cat for trying to communicate. You start listening to what they're actually saying through their actions. How to prevent problem biting. Now that you understand why cats bite, let's talk about how to prevent the problem bites from happening in the first place. Prevention is always better than trying to fix behavior after it becomes a pattern. First, learn to read body language before the bite happens. Watch your cat's tail closely. A tail that starts swishing or twitching is a warning sign. Watch their ears. Ears that flatten or turn sideways mean discomfort. Watch their body. A cat that tenses up or leans away is asking for space. These signals always come before the bite. Third, establish boundaries during petting sessions. Start with short sessions of just 2 or 3 minutes. Stop before your cat asks you to stop. Let them come back for more on their own terms. This builds trust and teaches them that you respect their limits. Fourth, never use your hands as toys during playtime. Always use proper toys that create distance between your skin and their teeth. Wand toys, feather toys, and small balls are perfect. If your cat tries to bite your hand, redirect them to the toy immediately. Fifth, create a safe environment where your cat can escape when scared. Provide hiding spots, high perches, and quiet rooms where they can retreat. A cat that has escape options is less likely to bite out of fear. Sixth, schedule regular vet checkups to catch health problems early. Many pain-related bites can be prevented if you catch dental issues, arthritis, or other problems before they become severe. Don't wait for the bite to tell you something is wrong. What to do when a bite happens. Even with prevention, bites will still happen sometimes. How you respond in the moment matters enormously. Your reaction can either make the behavior worse or help improve it. If your cat bites during petting, stop immediately. Don't pet them more to try to calm them down. Don't scold them or punish them. Just stop all interaction and let them leave. They weren't being bad. They were communicating that they needed space.
If your cat bites during play, freeze completely. Don't pull your hand away fast. Don't make noise. Don't react at all. Wait until they release, then calmly end the play session. Leave the room for a few minutes. This teaches them that biting ends the fun immediately. If your cat bites out of fear, back away slowly. Give them space. Don't chase or corner them. Let them hide and calm down. Once they're calm, think about what triggered the fear so you can avoid it next time. If you get a love bite, stay calm and accept it. You don't need to do anything special. Just recognize it for what it is: affection. Your cat is bonding with you. For any bite that breaks skin or seems unusually aggressive, clean the wound thoroughly.
Cat bites can become infected easily because of bacteria in their mouths. Watch for signs of infection like redness, swelling, or warmth. See a doctor if needed. Common mistakes cat owners make. Many cat owners make the same mistakes when dealing with biting behavior. These mistakes can actually make the biting worse over time. The first mistake is punishing the cat for biting. Yelling, hitting, or spraying water doesn't teach your cat anything except to fear you. It doesn't address why they bit in the first place, and it damages your relationship. The second mistake is ignoring the warning signs. Your cat always warns you before they bite, except in cases of sudden fear. If you ignore the tail twitching, ear flattening, and body tension, you're teaching them that subtle communication doesn't work, so they'll skip straight to biting next time. The third mistake is inconsistency. If sometimes you let your cat bite your hand during play and other times you don't, you're confusing them. They can't learn the rules if the rules keep changing. Be consistent in every interaction. The fourth mistake is forcing interaction when your cat wants space. If your cat walks away, let them go. Don't chase them down for more pets. Don't pick them up when they're trying to leave. Respect their autonomy, and they'll trust you more. The fifth mistake is not getting medical help when needed. If biting is a new behavior, if it's focused on one body area, or if your cat seems uncomfortable, see a vet. Don't assume it's behavioral when it might be medical. Building a bite-free relationship. The goal isn't to have a cat that never bites at all. Love bites are actually wonderful. The goal is to have a cat that only bites when communicating affection, not pain, fear, or overstimulation. This requires understanding your individual cat. Every cat is different. Some cats have very high tolerance for petting and can be touched for long periods. Other cats only want brief interactions. Some cats love rough play. Others prefer gentle, calm activities. Learn what your specific cat needs and prefers. Pay attention to patterns. Does your cat always bite after 5 minutes of petting? Stop at 4 minutes. Does your cat bite when you touch their back legs? Avoid that area. Does your cat bite when strangers visit? Give them a safe room during visits. Adjust your behavior based on what you learn. Reward good communication. When your cat walks away instead of biting, that's excellent communication. When they give you warning signals and you stop, praise them softly. When they accept petting calmly, give them a treat afterward. Positive reinforcement works much better than punishment. Be patient with the process. Changing behavior takes time, especially if bad habits have been forming for months or years. Don't expect overnight changes. Celebrate small improvements. If your cat used to bite after 2 minutes and now waits until 5 minutes, that's real progress. The special bond behind love bites. Let's come back to those love bites one more time because they deserve special attention. When your cat gives you a love bite, they're doing something incredibly special. They're including you in cat social behavior that's normally reserved only for other cats. In cat colonies, grooming with gentle nips is how cats bond with family members. It's intimate behavior that shows deep trust. Your cat could choose to keep you at a distance, treating you only as a food provider. Instead, they're bringing you into their inner circle. This is why love bites feel different from other bites. There's no tension. Your cat isn't trying to make you go away. They're trying to make you stay close. They're saying that you belong to them and they belong to you. Some cats give love bites more than others. It depends on personality and how they were socialized as kittens. If your cat doesn't give love bites, that doesn't mean they love you less. They might show affection in different ways, like head bumps, slow blinks, or sleeping near you. But if your cat does give you love bites, treasure them. Not every cat owner gets this gift. It means your cat feels completely safe with you. It means they see you as family. It means you've built a bond that goes beyond just being a pet owner. Final thoughts on cat bites. The next time your cat bites you, don't react with anger or frustration. Instead, ask yourself what they're trying to tell you. Are they overstimulated? Are they in pain? Are they scared? Are they showing affection?
Understanding the reason behind the bite changes everything. It transforms a frustrating behavior into meaningful communication. It helps you respond in ways that strengthen your bond instead of damaging it. Remember that your cat isn't trying to be difficult or mean. They're using the only language they have to tell you something important. When you learn to speak that language, your relationship becomes deeper and more trusting. Pay attention to the signals, respect the boundaries, provide safety and comfort. Respond with patience instead of punishment. And when you get those gentle love bites, recognize them for the precious gift they are. Your cat is talking to you every single day through their actions. The bites are just one part of that conversation. Learn to listen, and you'll discover a whole world of communication you never knew existed. That sudden bite isn't random. It's not meaningless. It's your cat telling you exactly what they need in the only way they know how. And now that you understand what they're saying, you can finally give them what they need. Sweet moments to you and your beloved cat.